Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Starting in the National League West, the Dodgers got 18 hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 7-6. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. The Atlanta Braves held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 7-2. The San Diego Padres got 12 hits in this one as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 11-0. The Phils launched 3 home runs as they bested the visiting Nats 9-8. The Pittsburgh Pirates pounded out 17 hits in this one as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 10-7. The Orioles snapped their 7-game losing streak as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 7-4. The Tampa Bay Rays amassed 14 hits in the game as they beat the White Sox on the South Side 5-4. Jorge Soler had an outstanding day at the plate with 8 runs batted in as Kansas City disposed of the Mariners 10-4. The Brewers grabbed 13 hits in the game as they destroyed the Angels 9-3. The Astros racked up 11 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Yankees 9-5. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.
Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Cardinals, Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the LA Dodgers and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Dodgers are riding an 8-game win streak. They'll try to run it to 9 next. Jack Flaherty will be towing the rubber for the Cardinals. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Now at the plate, A.J. Pollock. And we are set for baseball here this evening. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And he is going to have extra bases to start the evening. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Stepping in now, Corey Seager. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Ripped on the ground to first. Fielded by Goldschmidt. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, there's not a lot of guys that can swing the bat like Jock Peterson. Looking at the stats, he's hitting over 400 versus right-handed pitching this season. He's obviously facing a right-hander on the mound today, so guys, he could have a real impact on this game.
Into the box now, Cody Bellinger trying to pick up that first run in this one. Leadoff man at third with 1 away. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, Max.
Into the box now, Max Muncy. His prior history in this matchup, he's 1 for 4. Line drive base hit. And the run will score as the Dodgers grab the early 1-0 lead.
Boy, after scoring a boatload yesterday, Dero, they're off to a fast start again, striking here in the first inning.
Yeah, this offense is on fire. Obviously, the hitting meeting resonated with these guys. Scored a ton yesterday and picked up right where they left off.
In now, David Freese. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for L.A. We'll move on to the bottom. Rich Hill is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, when you think of Rich Hill, there's one thing you think of. Power curveball. Has one of the best left-handed curveballs in the game of baseball. He'll throw it early, he'll throw it often, and he'll throw it any time in the count. His velocity isn't that bad either. He can get it up to 93, 94, but when you walk up there in the box against Rich Hill, you have one thing in mind. Try to hit that curveball.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals' starting lineup. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
So stepping in, Jose Martinez. His career batting line against Hill. He's 0 for 4. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Shoots this one over to first. Muncy is up with it, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting third.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pollock has a read on it. And that's the 3rd out. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Here's Jock Peterson now. He also had 3 hits in the win last night. Outside, 2-1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they'd won 4 in a row, so they'd been on a nice little roll here.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 out of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
Russell Martin.
Now at the plate, Russell Martin. Here it comes on 1-1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, Dero, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Into the box, Kike Hernandez. Liner toward right center. Martinez is there, and he'll make the catch to retire this. Here's Marcell Ozuna. He went deep in the contest last night. Sharp ground ball to third. Over to first is Freese, and there's 1 out.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense.
Not shortstop.
And the guy behind the dish today, Canadian-born Russell Martin. He's been a catcher his entire career, but I'll tell you what, some of the softest hands in the game, this guy could easily play an infield position, and he wouldn't skip a beat.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung. His career batting line against Hill, he's 1 for 4. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Got him.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Matt Carpenter.
Standing in now, Matt Carpenter. Hard hit towards center. Pollock will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 1-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Rich Hill. 9, 1, and 2 due up. The 1-1. He's taken high above the zone. This is pulled into right. Martinez is there, 1 away.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, A.J. Pollock. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, number 5.
Here's Corey Seager, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 2-2. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row. He's set down now as the side is. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian here, as it'll be Yadier Molina to lead things off. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Peterson has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West.
Bader.
And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. His career batting line against Hill. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Peterson has it in his tracks. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting up, the pitcher.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And the pitcher digs in next. It'll be Jack Flaherty. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Down in order go the Cardinals. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in, Cody Bellinger as we begin the top of the fourth. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Martinez looking up. Gone to lead off the inning.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Stepping in now, Max Muncy. Now that's popped up. Carpenter calls for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, third baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Freese. One run in and one gone so far this inning. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. This will kick up against the wall now. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and towering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
Into the box, Jock Peterson. Outside in a full count, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch is at the knees and called strike 3.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position.
55.
Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
In now, Russell Martin. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Martin is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. One for the Dodgers on the solo home run. Bottom of the fourth. Digging in for his second at-bat, number 19 back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Peterson has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, the right
so
fielder.
Striding forward now, Jose Martinez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a full count now, 3-2. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bellinger's under it, 2 gone.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. He'll try again, 1-2. Fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Bellinger racing back, still going back. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
Standing in now, Marcell Ozuna. Hot shot down the line. but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Heading out towards shallow right. Bellinger's under it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. We played 4. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Cardinals 1. Digging in, Kike Hernandez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
It looked like this at-bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. Carpenter now at second. And there's out number 2. Ready for another chance? A.J. Pollock, 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Now he sends a routine fly ball out to straightaway center. Bader will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move. And welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he was pretty blunt in saying they're just not having very good at-bats. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Thank you, Heidi. Leading off the inning, Paul DeYoung, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Another 1-2 delivery. Lays off 2-2 now.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Ready with another 2-2. He did well to get a piece that time, and it'll stay 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. A little bit over halfway home tonight. Bottom of the 5th as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Standing in, Matt Carpenter hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Matt Carpenter becomes out number 2 this inning. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher right there, stealing a strike with that get me over breaking ball, and now he can get a little nastier with it in the dirt.
And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They're down 2-1. Here's Corey Seager. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side. There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's one away. Now at the plate, Cody Bellinger. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Hit hard up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Stepping in now, Max Muncy. Hits this one hard the other way. To second for one. Back to first, but he wasn't able to set his feet that time as he gets knocked down, and they only get one.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that brings in the former World Series hero David Freese. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Drilled on the ground to short, and he'll go the short way to retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We'll see 8, 9, and 1. So coming to the plate, Harrison Bader. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Harrison Bader is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here.
Please.
Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Colton Wong
Number
will move
16.
into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So a base hit from the pinch hitter will send him back to the top of the order with 1 away in the inning.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Lifted in the air to center field. Pollock has a read on it. 2 down. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out. And up next will be the right-handed hitting Jose Martinez. And it's fouled away. Wong is off at first with 2 away. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals. Our score remains 2-1. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. The men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. John Brebbia is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Next up for Los Angeles, Jock Peterson. He'll start the 7th in what's been a fast-moving pitcher's duel to date. High in the air out to center field. Bader is in his tracks now. 1 down.
The catcher, number 55.
So the leadoff man's retired now for Russell Martin. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line drive to left. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the 2nd out.
The batter, number 14. Second base.
Ready once again, Kike Hernandez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 2-2. Line drive to center field. Bader is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. Paul Goldschmidt will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This 1 swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. And that'll be a base hit. So right away, the possible tying run is aboard to start the bottom of the 7th.
The left fielder, number 23.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting. When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
the ground is short. Could this be two? To second for one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly two away now.
Boy, and that's a great play there at short. He's forced to go to the backhand and then pivot on that right leg to throw against the momentum of his body. These guys make it look easy. That's one you could definitely launch into right field if you're not under control.
Into the box now, Paul DeYoung. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. We're in the seventh inning now. The pitchers duel, 2-1 our score. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pollock on the run. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Redbirds down quietly. They still trail it here, 2-1. Carlos Martinez is into the ball game now, as he'll make his fifth appearance of the season here.
Number 18, Carlos.
Clayton Kershaw is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the eighth.
Kershaw.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Ozuna is under it. Makes the play, one away. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, A.J. Pollock. He flew out in his last at-bat. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could, assuming, of course, that there's nothing broken in there. And I think he is indeed planning to give it another go. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Bader is in pursuit. He gets there, and that's the second out. The relay throw on to first, a double play. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. Clayton Kershaw is into the ball game now, as he'll make his fifth appearance of the season here. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line drive snagged on a short hop, and a good throw gets him one gone. Final line there for the Dodgers starting pitcher. He was great all night long.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone, and this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Stepping into the box, Yadier Molina, who struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Hernandez takes it in. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're down 2-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Dominic Leone enters from the pen to start the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. At the plate, Cody Bellinger. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Now catching and batting 9, number 32.
Slapped hard the opposite way. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left, as this is called in for the first out.
Number 35.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Line toward the alley in left center. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Boy, that would look like a cinch extra base hit off the bat, but a terrific diving catch in left center field.
In now, David Freese. Lifted in the air toward the line in right. The 2-2. Hit sharply toward the right side. And he'll make the catch. Oh, check that. He didn't look it into his glove, and the ball drops in. Throw into second, and he's safe.
The left fielder, number 31, John Peterson.
Stepping up to the plate, John. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And nothing will come of a two-out double as the inning is over. Digging in the switch hitter, Matt Wieters. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. The 1-2. Flips the inside corner for strike 3.
The batter, number 19.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, number 19. He'll hit from the right side of the batter's box against the left-handed pitcher. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
Cardinals down to their final strike here. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, just an excellent job right here closing this one out. He just collected the first save of his career. Got to start somewhere.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Dodgers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Rich Hill takes the win on the mound, his second of the year. Jack Flaherty pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Clayton Kershaw works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Hi, I'm Justin Allegri, and this is your Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Starting in the National League West, the Los Angeles Dodgers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 2-1. They continue to win as they now have 9 straight. The Diamondbacks got 11 hits overall as they got the win in a laugher against the Rangers 13-4. The Braves launched 3 home runs as they toppled the Rockies 7-0. The Giants' left fielder, number 8, had a big day offensively, collecting 3 hits and driving in 3, helping the Giants push past the Padres 3-1. Miguel Sano launched 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total, helping Minnesota dispose of the Mets 12-8. The Phillies picked up 14 hits in total as they bested the visiting Nats 8-6. The Miami Marlins got past the Reds in Cincinnati 8-6. The Boston Red Sox knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 4-3. The Baltimore Orioles put together 10 total hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 6-4. The Rays beat the White Sox on the South Side 6-2. The Cleveland Indians smacked 15 team hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 7-6. The Mariners stopped their 6-game losing streak as they beat the Royals in Kauffman Stadium 9-5. The Brewers' second baseman, number 18, drove in 3 as the Brewers took care of the Angels 3-1. The Astros got 12 hits in this one as they defeated the visiting Yankees 7-5. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
First opened in 2006. We're at beautiful Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the LA Dodgers and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Dodgers find themselves on an impressive 9-game winning streak. They'll try to push it into double digits next. Miles Mikolas will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win.
Coming to the plate now, Cody Bellinger, batting 300 for the series, 3 for 10.
Cody Bellinger.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
Carpenter is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. And now the Cardinals get their first shot at it here. No score. Julio Urias gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Bellinger is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. This guy won the National League Silver Slugger last year. You think about all the first basemen.
And now the Cardinals number 4 hitter, Paul DeYoung. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. skied into straightaway right. Bellinger's under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Cards leave one, but they lead it 1-0. Digging in now, Cody Bellinger. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The right fielder, Cody Bellinger.
He's set. Here it comes. To his left, it's knocked down at third. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. On to first, and the bobble doesn't hurt him as they still get the double play. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that brings in the former National League Rookie of the Year, Cody Bellinger. He's set, and the pitch.
Grounded.
And there's a base hit on the line.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
And that'll bring up the versatile Max Muncy. Due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only one run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats. We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Ready now, Justin Turner. It was a walk in his last trip.
Justin Turner.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Pitch inside. The throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw. So 2 gone now in the St. Louis half of the 6th. And into bat next will be Tyler O'Neill.
Tyler O'Neill.
Skied into straightaway right. Bellinger is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Score remains tied 1-1. Next for the Dodgers, Cody Bellinger. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Sliced hard down the left field line. And this will get to the wall over here, the 336 marker. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one.
Max.
He's set. The 2-2. And he's down on strikes. So they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. All tied at 1-1. Game like this, you look for that one guy who produced when it mattered most, and this is the guy. He's our top player of the game.
Well, when your one hit of the game is a home run and it ends up being a really critical one, you have to feel pretty good. It wasn't a huge day on the stat sheet, but it led his team to a win, and that's all you can hope for as a player.
Close one tonight.
Good Thursday morning to you, Show Nation. Let's jump right into Wednesday's baseball action. Starting out in the NL West, the St. Louis Cardinals got the best of the Dodgers at home 2-1. The Texas Rangers sent 3 balls into the seats as they got a road win against Arizona 7-6. The Braves earned the 3-game series sweep as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 3-1. The San Francisco Giants racked up 11 hits as a team as they bested the visiting Padres 6-1. The Minnesota Twins knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 3-2. The Nationals swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 5-3. The Pittsburgh Pirates allowed only 5 hits in the game as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 4-0. The Reds totaled 11 hits as they beat the visiting Marlins 6-5. The Oakland Athletics totaled 13 hits as a team as they blew out Baltimore 9-2. Lurie Garcia grabbed 3 base knocks as the White Sox took care of the Rays 5-3. The Cleveland Indians put together 10 total hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-1. They now have 5 straight wins. The Royals took down the visiting Mariners 2-1. The Brewers finished off a 3-game sweep as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 4-3. The Yankees knocked out 12 hits as a team as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 6-2. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.
Just to the west of the mighty Mississippi, we're at the home of the Cardinals, Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today, it's the finale of this 4-game set between the LA Dodgers and the St. Louis Cardinals. 2 of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show.
Let's play ball. He's out.
Into the box, Justin Turner, his career line against Waka. He hits at a .364 clip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, here's a drive into the gap in right center as he comes through with extra bases. 1 run scores. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. It's cut off. So all 3 runners are in to score.
Not the way you want to start the game as the pitcher. He dug his own grave a little bit, loading the bases there, and he had no chance but to throw a strike. Well, that's what you get when you start to groove one over the plate. It's a bases-clearing double, and now he's down 3-0.
Striding into the box, Jock Peterson. And the Dodgers with an opportunity for more here in the first. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Time now to check out the lineup for the visiting Dodgers. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing, and that's moving the ball over the fence. This is a station-to-station team. Not a lot of speed in this lineup, but they don't need much speed when they're moving traffic to both gaps.
Batting 7th, the catcher.
So digging in now, number 16. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now a swing and a chance for Goldschmidt over at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on just 1 base hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Dodgers lead it 3-0. Ross Stripling gets the start for Los Angeles in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Kind of a strange outing in his last one, Matt. Was able to pitch into the 6th inning. Wasn't able to complete the inning. It kind of got away from him in the 6th. It'll be interesting, Matt, to see how he bounces back in this one.
And he can't pick it up. That ought to go down as an infield single.
That was actually a well-executed fastball in off the plate. Credit the offensive player. He smelled that coming, turned and burned.
Now batting, Justin Turner. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this will bang up against the wall. And it's a good start to the inning for the Dodgers on the leadoff double.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
At the plate, Jock Peterson. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this evening.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Now to the plate, number 16. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ready with the 0-2. Breaking ball is swung on and bounced to short. DeYoung gathers it in. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
At the plate, Justin Turner. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat. Everyone seems to be putting barrel on baseball in this lineup.
Relay to Goldie, and that gets him as well, a double play. Striding in, Justin Turner. A matchup with Carlos Martinez to lead off the inning.
Turner.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. O'Neill waits on it. 1 out.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
8-1 is the final score this afternoon. Los Angeles jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Ross Stripling earns his first win of the season. Michael Wacha was unable to work out of the second inning as he saddled with the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.